Hi everyone, and yeah, well, welcome to Jacka Films. Woohoo! For the new year. Anyways, yeah, I would have thought I would have done my Harry Potter movie reviews by now, but yeah. Anyways, sorry about that, but I've decided to do a new movie that came out this month, and I just recently watched it, and I need to talk about it, like I really do. And it's Night Swim. Night Swim. Alright. First, negative review that I'm going to be doing. Yeah. A lot of them is mostly positive, but this time around it's going to be negative. But let's just say what it's about. The movie is about a baseball player and his family that, moves into a new house, and there just so happens to be a pool, and there is some spooky things going around, and pool's haunted, and yeah, that's about it. And look, it's based on a short film that you can watch on YouTube. I'll start by saying this: that short film, way better, like 10 times better than the actual movie. That's saying something. Like it. I mean, maybe not. But point is though, this one, it's a bigger budget, and you'd think that they could add some more things to it. You expand on what the short film did, and sometimes some horror shorts becoming feature-length movies can be good, But this one, I don't know. It just wasn't good. And it's a real shame. The movie is very, how could I put this? It's like, they borrow movie scenes from past films and then put it into this film, and it's like they're not making it their own, and it just feels like a carbon copy of past films, and it really invigorated me when I watched it. It's like, I'm happy that if they wanted to play homage to different movies, I guess that's fine. But just as long as that you put your own spin to it, and make it your own, make it different. But no, it's just a carbon copy, and it's just really sad and unfortunate. And yeah, yeah. And you know what though? The more I want to talk about it, the more I want to head into the spoiler territory. So if you really are interested in this movie, I mean, hey, that's fair. Hey, I've heard some negative stuff about this movie, and I still want to make my own opinion of it. And so yeah, this is my opinion of it, and if you do want to make your own opinion of it, that is fair, alright? I can appreciate it. Heck, you might even like it. And if you like it, that is fine. Everyone's got their own opinion. But this is my opinion now, so alright, this is the spoil territory, alright? Get ready for the spoilers. Alright, spoilers, alright. Let's get into it. Oh boy. Well, it starts with a cold open. Cold open because the pool would be cold. Yeah. Anyway, point is though, it starts with a little girl, which, memory serves me correctly, her name was Rebecca. Anyway, point is though, she goes to the pool at night time because she hears her brother's boats, like, going around, says, oh, I'm gonna get my brother's boat. Even though I could probably, I don't know, wait until in the morning. That's beside the point. But anyways, movie got a movie. Anyways, point is though, she goes in, to where the pool is. She gets the pool stick, to whatever you want to call it, to get the boat out. And yeah, then all of a sudden an unseen force, pulls her into the pool, and then all of a sudden, silence. Just about a second. And all of a sudden, she just gets up, left, right, kind of thing, and just, she's screaming out, help, please, help me. And then all of a sudden, silence. And you know what though? If that sounds very familiar, you're probably right, because Jaws, Christie's Last Swim, one of the most chilling openings to any movie and they just copied it. Like, they didn't even try to make it their own. Like, for all I know, I mean, they could have, like, I don't know, maybe what could have been better is all of a sudden she, like, gets up to the pool, like, she actually gets out of the pool, you know, and you think she might be safe, but then all of a sudden she gets flung back in, and maybe, just maybe she might have hit her head, and, like, all of a sudden she's just like, oh, and then she just falls straight down to the pool. Like, that could also be chilling enough, but all the while making your own. But no, they didn't. They just copied Jaws. Like, heck, come on, even shark films who, you know, like, after Jaws, yes, they tried to emulate the success of Jaws. And some of those shark films can be quite good, like Deep Blue Sea, The Shallows, you know? They can be quite good. But all the while making it their own. But no, let's copy Jaws, one of the greatest movies of all time. Stupid. Anyways, then... Okay, so the movie starts with... sorry. Then after the opening, you move to the family. You find out that the father, he's a baseball player, and has MS, which is a very terrible disease, and yeah. Anyways, point is though, they find the pool. I'm like, oh, cool. We shall use this pool, and then they use it, and then they clean it out, and then I guess the pool kind of attacks the baseball player once he kind of puts his hand in the plug, kind of thing, you know. And yeah, I guess from that moment onwards, it chooses him to be healed. I'm guessing that's when it probably happened, more than likely, I don't know. But point is though, pool heals him, he's all good. But now, this pool demands a sacrifice because it gave him his wish to be healed. And so, the mother starts having the crazy, you know, things that are happening, spooky stuff. But then, you know, lets her children go into the pool, even though, look, I can appreciate it, let's face it, she doesn't know what's going on. But I would be kind of a bit worried. Anyway, point is though, spooky stuff happened. For example, the Marco Polo scene that you guys probably know a lot more. She closes her eyes and her boyfriend just disappears, and then you don't know where he's gone, and you're always like, Marco! And then you hear a voice, and he was like, you know, Polo kind of thing. Which, by the way, this girl, it must be an idiot because, yes, she just met this guy not that long ago, and now I guess they're boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, point is though, you'd think she would know at least his voice to a point. But let's face it, that voice who kept on saying Polo was definitely not the, you know, the boyfriend. And the thing is, she gets a bit like all scared and nervous and oh my gosh, you know, this isn't funny, and whatever his name is. Anyway, the point is though, she does not open her eyes. Marco Polo is not exactly what you call a serious game. It's a fun game you play in the pool. So if you open your eyes, it's not going to be the end of the world, that kind of thing. But no, she doesn't. She might open it just, but that's about it. And it's stupid, and yeah, then spooky stuff happens, she freaks out, and yada yada yada. And another thing, the brother, he was like, oh, you know, hey, Mum, can I go into the pool? Okay, honey, you can go into the pool, but you gotta ask your father, you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, okay, fine. She doesn't want to be with him, you know, by himself, kind of thing, whatever. Point is, though, goes to the father, and he's like, oh, yeah, sure, you know, I'll be with you in a moment, you know, just be in the shallow end, we can throw some coins into the pool, because that's what they do to practice the pool stuff. Anyway, point is though, that's what happens. He's at the pool, and he goes in, even though unsupervised. He's just by himself. So that's one thing. Pretty stupid. Anyways, that's not really the most important thing. Most important thing is, all of a sudden, a coin pops down. I'm like, oh, look, my dad must be here. Hey, I got your coin. Oh, wait a minute, my dad's not here. That is strange. I'm gonna go back in. And, oh, more coins are coming down. Oh, you know, it must be my dad. Oh, look at that. The coins are going to the deep end. Even though my dad says stay in the shallow end, I'm just gonna go down to the deep end because that's where the coins are. Anyways, the other thing is, and after that, the whole ordeal, he hears the voice of the girl at the opening. And she's just like, oh, help, you know, I'm stuck. Please help me, you know. I'm trying to find my mom. And the boy, like, it's okay. I'm gonna go straight towards you, even though I really kind of question the logic why you're in there. And also, yeah, I question it. Anyway, he goes in, and all of a sudden, gets a bit closer, and then the creepy ghost voice says, hey, I found your toy. Here, take it. Seriously, it's a girl's voice, and all of a sudden, the take it just all of a sudden sounds low, and all of a sudden, he's like, that's not suspicious at all. Tries to grab the toy. I mean, he was successful to a point, sure. Then all of a sudden, the ghost grabs him, and he's like, ah! Yeah, that also sounds familiar. It's Georgie! Pennywise! The boat! Here, Georgie, take it! And then bites his arm off or whatever. But the point is, though, yes, sure, the kid didn't die. But you're literally copying it. Why? Why? And, you know, look, even if though they did copy it, the kid, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? It's so stupid. Gosh, yeah. And then finally, the ending, husband gets possessed by the spirit of the pool, I guess. Anyway, point is, though, you know, he starts stalking his daughter, and he's like, Marco, and the girl's like, oh my gosh, hides, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he screams out, you're supposed to say Polo! One, it was unintentionally funny, so I did laugh. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was supposed to be scary, but that was hilarious. Just want to point out out there. It's really stupid. The father getting possessed by a spirit and trying to kill his family kind of thing. Wonder if that sounds I feel like that sounds familiar. Wait a minute, it does! The Shining! The Ghosts of the Overlook. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Why are they copying? To quote Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad, they can't keep getting away with this. I just changed just one word. But the point is, though, they can't. They're just copying everything. They're not putting it into their own spin or anything. And yeah, then obviously the father sacrifices himself to save the son because the son is now dying, and he gets this. The father snaps out of it with the help of the daughter, whacking him with a bat, and yeah, so sacrifices himself, and yeah, I guess father's sacrificial love. Yeah, I guess. You know, but there's a lot of other people, you know, a lot of other movies that do it a lot better. And another thing, right before he sacrifices himself, they have flashbacks of, you know, him being their dad with his children, and all I can think of is I've seen this many times, like so many times. One movie in particular that I've seen that has done this is Train to Busan, and that scene when the father sacrifices himself, that was sad. This, whilst I guess is sad-ish, I just didn't really feel anything, and it's sad. You're supposed to feel something like this, but I just didn't. And it's really unfortunate, but that's it. Anyways, that's honestly really about it. They put the dirt in and into the pool. So yeah, this movie is pretty stupid. Also, I should mention, there's this one thing, I believe this is what I saw, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I did see this. It was at night time, they were sleeping obviously, and the clock says, their alarm clock says about 3ish. I'm like, that's fair enough, I can imagine that. But they have a dot at the very top, signifying PM. So that would mean it's in the afternoon, and that would mean it's daytime. So, as I said, I can't be 100% certain that I saw this, but if I did, that is ridiculous. Really ridiculous. Anyways, point is though, that's about it. I just really want to do this rant on this movie. I give it about a 5. I really wanted to like this, and Blumhouse can make some really good movies, and, you know, like The Invisible Man, that remake was really good. Or reboot, whatever, if you want to call it a reboot, because it's not exactly a remake of the original, but, you know. The point is, though, that was really good. I enjoyed that. And Megan last year, that wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. It wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it. You know, it's not meant to be taken seriously, and I mean, you could argue the same thing for Night Swim, but that's about it. And it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's, yeah. Anyways, if you're planning to watch Night Swim, go right ahead, enjoy it. I watched it in 4DX. It did help with the experience, but not exactly a lot. But yeah. But the point is, though, guys, if you're planning to watch it, my advice, if you want to make your own opinion of it, that's fine. But if you're really unsure, and just take my advice, just don't watch it. It's not good. And that's it. See ya. Bye.